Lessons from Jonah, Part 5. In Jonah chapter 1, verse 17, it says, "Now the Lord provided a huge fish to swallow Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights." This is a good example of who God is. Things that make no sense to our human minds, such as a person being in the huge fish's belly. But in Isaiah chapter 55, verses 8 to 9, it says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." God provided shelter for Jonah. Jonah was still alive, and he was there for 3 days and 3 nights. This created a wilderness for Jonah, a time to think. Just like the Israelites were in a wilderness for a season, which was actually for 40 years, to learn what God wanted them to learn. And one of the things that they needed to learn was, don't doubt me. The lesson in this story is, know that God is God. Things don't have to make sense to us. Also know that God can right any wrong in our lives if we allow Him to. I can relate very well to this portion of Jonah's story because I had my own wilderness where it was just me and God. I had no family around in my darkest days. And no, I was not abandoned. It was just a time, like Jonah, to think and decide. Jonah had to decide whether or not he was going to be obedient to God. And mine was more like the wilderness where the Israelites had to actually learn whether or not they were going to trust in God. Not family and not myself, but God. My encouraging scripture is Isaiah chapter 55, verses 8 and 9. "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts."